Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another mapping stream. We'll be continuing, of course, the RPG map, The Terror of Dreadholt Castle, Part 1. And I do have some good news. I was able to get some code to make these pillars not disappear when you go near them. So thank you very much again to Fudge for that. Fudge has helped me out a few times now, which I'm very grateful for that. He has much knowledge. So now we can use these as the interior castle lights. Because this and this is really the only working lights, I would argue. So that's what we're going to do. I've also done some off-camera work again. Occasionally. Dip in and out of the map making while I have a minute. So I've made like a little entrance here to the castle. This is just an entranceway, really. It'll start getting smaller. I don't want that kind of size for most of the map. So we're gonna go into tighter corridors, kind of like this. This is probably like a really good size for a corridor. But I have done this. I fleshed out the witches area a bit last time I did some mapping. Not last time I streamed though. So now she has her own little hut and shit. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I moved the this used to go all the way out to here. I moved the hill closer, so we didn't have all this weird lane of just extra space going off into nowhere. So it's a bit more compact. And this is where you'll go to the witch for help to defeat the necromancer, I guess, if I can figure out how to do that somehow. So that's pretty much an overview of what we got so far. We've definitely made some progress. Like, it's starting to look like an actual map, which is promising. So we'll get there. Hi, Kayor 34. Hello. Not sold on the dock. I think I'm actually gonna move the dock down here.
You shall not pass!
Also, thank you for the follow. I don't think this fits in a witch's hut area. She can go down here to catch fish. I think it looks weird in her little zone. I did put the Palantir shard here, but I don't know what to do with that yet. Hello, Solus. You like the new witches area? It's a bit more fleshed out. I think it looks alright. It's not done, but it's getting there. Got the game installed this morning through all my directions, played some medium AIs, and found out I'm nowhere near as good as I used to be, but I did win. Nice. Well, next step is brutal, huh? Try a patch 2.02 of Rise of the Witch King brutal. That shit's hard. Yeah, I'm a fan. This looks alright. And so I did get these columns. I got the code for these columns so they don't disappear when you go near them. So now I can use those freely, which is fantastic. So I'm pretty much ready to roll. So now we just need to build I want to see if this looks any better in game than it does in here. If it actually looks like a staircase, maybe I'll use it. Currently, it looks like some sort of weirdly textured mess. Let's change the camera angle, just go in game, see what it looks like. I keep forgetting to look at it. Also, we'll go to the right time of day so we can see exactly what I'm actually going to look like with the lights. Gotta give it the stairs yourself. Really? Piss. Okay, that's doable. It also might be too high. That's my fear. For this camera angle, I'm worried about too crazy of jump in height difference. Just gotta get this hotkey down again. Otherwise, unable to attack move. Attack move should work. You just press A and right click, I believe. Unless it's different for different keyboards, I don't know. I use attack move literally all the time.
If Sauron had the ring, we would know it.
See, now we can move through these.
Worth it.
He gave me the code for this one, and then I replicated it onto this one, and now I can use the one without the torches as well.
Hold here.
Oh yeah, this is far too tall to use.
Hold here.
This will be very difficult to get up.
These are strange tracks.
It's a long way.
Oh, right, sorry.
Into the wild.
I knew I forgot something.
Indeed.
Come on,
Do not
Gabe.
stop
There
till
we go.
nightfall.
Let me try that
Going
again.
to have a crowd.
These are strange tracks.
We got the double torch one, the single torch one.
Indeed.
I can walk through both.
Go forward.
Worth it.
And they,
That is our road.
I'll just make them not passable so you
Going
don't
to
walk
have a
through them.
crowd.
But this is what this looks like in game.
That is our road.
It's very tall.
Indeed.
Oh wait,
These
let's
are
do the
strange
light.
tracks.
I forgot to step in the thing. A left click is standard normally. Oh, it's A whatever move is.
We shall hold here.
Oh yeah, I can do it now.
What do
Yeah,
we
it's
have
right click.
here?
Left click just deselects
A
things.
time may come for valor without me.
We shall hold here.
I know it is big.
Go forward.
I might bring it in a bit. It kind of turned out bigger than I wanted.
What
But
do
the
we
light
have
looks really
here?
good at least. It's the only thing you can see.
Worth it.
That's why I had to use these lights. Like, it's the only thing that really works.
That is our road.
We must wait for cover of darkness.
But we wanted it a bit
Go
dark.
forward.
We do not
We're
stop
kind of
till
going for
night-
like a... Kind of like a Moria-esque, like, darkness, but
That
not
is
quite.
our road.
Go forward.
Also, the echo, I decided to go with a stone room. I think it's a good one. I'm very worried Aragorn's too OP. I've considered replacing him because of this Blade Master at level 2. He goes one-handed and then he just like splash damages and insta-kills everything. I could limit him at level 1.
Indeed.
That's also an
Worth
option
it.
I have.
It's a long
Doesn't give
way.
much fun abilities to use, I think,
I'm
but
going to have a look around. We must wait for cover.
maybe
of
he's fine.
darkness.
Is there any of my stats anyway? Probably.
These are strange tracks.
Probably. I don't know how to do any of that though. That's the biggest
Worth
problem.
it.
But let's look at what we got so far. Let me move us real quick, and then we can see what the witch's area looks like. Also, alright. Level Sunga Gaming? I really like the big trees in this. I've used a lot of different trees in different areas. Like the graveyard has like the Mirkwood ones. The beginning part has spruces. And now we have oaks and like willows. But it makes the map feel a bit more diverse, so I like it. Obviously, I could have just went with all spruces everywhere and kept just the theme, whatever. But I didn't. Like this tree, I love this oak tree.
Go for.
I think it's great. This is what the witch's thing looks like. I'm not sold on the tent. That was kind of a last minute addition. It does need to be a bit bigger if it's going to use it. It's made for hobbits.
We must wait for cover of darkness.
But overall, the witch's hut looks pretty good. You know what's weird? Look at this model, and then look at this. I found a reference online. I was like, this is from Elder Scrolls Online. I was like, that looks like my witch's hut. I typed in witch's hut into a Google image search, and it's just like, this was one of the options. I was like, that's pretty spot on for what I kind of wanted. I obviously didn't do this, but I was just surprised by how close the building was. Oops, the screen.
Into the wild.
We've made it a bit more
We shall hold here.
livable, of course.
What do we have here?
I'm going to have a look round. These are strange
I
tracks.
decided to add a... That's not going to be there, I just
Into the
moved it.
wild.
We got a little dock for where fishing happens. A burned tower. I'm gonna use this tree as well. There's like these three trees I think are pretty good as well. But look at the bark. Only problem I have is look at the bark texture on these, right? Pretty low res. And look at the Age of the Ring one. It looks like it was like made 20 years later. So I'm kind of like,
Go for it.
mixing those trees is gonna be very noticeable. Yeah, we could do some mushrooms, definitely.
Into the wild.
I was thinking about
We shall hold
her
here.
quests, right? So either she gives you something to defeat the necromancer at the end, or she gives you something to defeat the... Not the necromancer at the end, the boss at the end. Or the necromancer in the graveyard, which I think makes more sense. I considered having her give you a quest to gather, like, mushrooms and some plants and shit, so she could make a potion that'll make the necromancer killable. Does that sound interesting? So you'd have to go back to the beginning, get a mushroom from the forest. But then I wouldn't be able to use mushrooms here, obviously. But then Athelas from the original camp can do that.
Worth it.
I like the idea of quests, you know? If I'm trying to make an RPG map, I want some sort of quests. So that's an
I'm going to have
that's
a
an
look
option I
around.
have. My other idea was, of course, the Palantir
we have
shard.
here?
Problem I have with the Palantir shard, look at the minimap. It's literally always pinging. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know how to stop that. Also, this thing slows you down when you actually have it on you. Which
We must
not
wait
great.
for cover of darkness.
it gives you like
Worth
that
it.
speed debuff.
Indeed.
So I might not use this.
I'm going to have a look round.
I like the idea, though. Or at least getting... Maybe you can get this from the Necromancer, bring it back to her, and then she purifies it for you, and then you can kill the last boss? I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there. Gotta kill the Angel of Death there. Can't harm him if you get the ability to interact with spirits. Yeah, kind of like that.
It's a long way.
That's very similar to what I want. Maybe she enchants your blades, you're able to harm the necromancer. That sounds pretty cool. I like it. Okay. My brain's a bit all over the place. I just woke up not long ago. So if I forget some scene switches or whatever, don't be surprised. Okay. Let's get the right camera angle here. Okay, so we got some cool ideas. I should probably write them down, the ideas thing. Oh wait, it was right here. How do I get this game? Have the other two Battlefield alerts, was never able to find this in stores. If you type !download in chat, you can get a link to the download, a safe free download online that everyone uses. Alright. So this is kind of, this is the quest outline, basically. I think we need a quest outline and an ideas. So this will be, because there's going to be a lot to keep track of, I feel, later on. Okay. I'm just going to copy and paste what you put in the chat there. The witch. Chancer blades are able to harm the necromancer with Palantir Shard. From... No, let's do this. Necromancer... Let's do final boss. But before that, let's have gather their shit for the witch to be able to combat the necromancer. I use the, of course, technical term, very shit, as you do. Okay. This. Oh. Wolf path, find the missing farmers. Put some dead civilians beneath those wolfies on the path. Some of the farmers have been slain. Find what's happened to the rest. It's an option. Although I'm not sure. I think you need another precast layer on the right side. I mean, I do have space. I don't think I'm going to end up using this area, so... I'm not against the idea, I'll be honest. I'm just worried about using too much objects. I just don't want to hit the limit. Problem with the wolf path is it's kind of impossible. Also, I don't have any farms. That's another thing. I also need something for this area. This area is very barren. So I don't know. I mean, we could do... I can lock this... Well, I can't lock this gate, but... I can make objects reappear and disappear when things happen with scripts, of course. So I can make it like it opens and closes. And we can make that open after you go through here. to something. I'm only up for the idea if you have an idea of what to do on that side. Because I don't. I mean, it could be like a farmland. It's like a forest or a vast plain. I don't think we want to do a forest. I mean, because look, I already have the problem of disappearing trees. If I use too many fucking trees already. Well, it's not doing it now, weirdly enough. There we go. We can hide objects for the witch. Yeah? Yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea. Also, let's get a chance to play with some farmland stuff. Alright. Actually, we need to add this to the quest outline, I guess. I guess it'd be past the wolf path. There'd be a new part. Farmlands. Okay. Probably a lot of good lines of peasants you could use. True. The farm is defended by small outposts. The 2 guardsmen are gatekeepers who fled the gate when the wolves attacked. They give you the key to the gate. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Today's ring have a neutral looking windmill. No. They do have the Rohan farm building, though, which might work. So yes. Let's see. I believe that's a windmill. Why does this look like it's cut off? Oh, let's see. Figured it out. Rohan. I'm pretty sure their farm is a windmill. Yeah, we can use the, I mean, their guard tower looks great, but it also has like a Rohan flag on it. Which I'm not a fan of. Maybe we'll use it anyway. But it also might have guards in it. We could use the draft tower, perhaps? I don't know what the difference between draft tower and draft tower foundation is. Rohan farm. I mean, at the very least, the Rohan farm looked good. But I thought there was a windmill. Am I wrong? They have 2 farms, don't they? There it is. So we got a windmill. We got a windmill foundation. We'll see what the difference is. Oh yeah. I mean, we could just use Rohan, the Rohan look as like a farm town. You know, they look very peasanty. Rohan just has that kind of vibe, you know. They got a lot of different buildings. My only problem is, in Age of the Ring, they might have units walking around them. Yeah, they do look really cool. I like them. Alright, let's make these all civilian. Hello, Delphi. What's up, my dude? Where is, Aragorn? Can't believe I'm making another fucking area. I hate you, Solos. Just gonna make this map take another 20 years. Although, in theory, a farm shouldn't take as long as, like, a town. In theory. Alright. Let's fix this. But I do really like the idea. Okay, rock that village. It's true. I am quite happy with that village. Also, I mean, the more impressive I can make the map, the better. I guess. Alright, let's go in game. See what these look like. Did I say it? If they have, like, Rohan peasants walking around them, like Rohan guards and stuff, it's gonna suck. That's actually a feature of Age of the Ring I don't like. I'll be quite honest. It's the guys that walk around your base and guard your buildings. I never thought that was a very good idea, particularly. It just adds a lot of extra units on the ground that you don't need in games. Makes the game laggier. It does make your base look more alive. And also if they pick up the ring, it's really annoying. Oh, yeah, there's nothing around them. Wonderful. And the windmill actually works.
What do we have here?
Indeed.
Okay, so we don't want to use the foundation one. The foundation one does... Oh, it does move. What the fuck is the difference?
To the wild. We must wait for cover of darkness.
This comes with geese and chickens. Amazing.
I'm going to have a look around.
Oh shit, we need to make this a non-echo chamber
These are
area.
strange tracks.
We shall hold here.
I'm going to have a look around.
I need to see if there's guys in this
We must wait
tower.
for cover of darkness. Into the wild.
I can't quite see high enough.
What do we have here?
Just make it the top of the farm. Do a very small part of the farm with the illusion of most farm being off screen.
We must wait for cover of darkness. Into the wild.
That's probably... I mean, most of it will just be like open farmland.
Indeed.
Then I could use like crop bundles and... I can't get the angle to see all this fucking tower. There is no one in it. I think there's no one in it until you equip it.
These are strange tracks.
Okay. Is this too small? Let me just look at this.
We shall hold here.
Into the wild.
I think we might have to blow this building up a bit. It wasn't meant for this kind of view.
We must wait for cover of darkness.
Which might in turn blow up the chickens and the
Into the
geese.
wild.
Castle by the way looks like a 15 out of 10, not 10 out of 10. Do you have 10 home map in general? Can't wait to wait to see you play this map. Well, you're gonna be waiting a while. But thank you. I'm happy with how it's turning out. I mean, it's taking me a long time. A lot of this is learning and messing around with a splash of actual progress. But I'm pretty happy with it. Cool. Okay. I'll just not use the one that say foundation, I guess. Because I don't actually know what that means. I know what the word foundation means, but like I don't know what it means in this point. Yeah, 1.4 looks pretty good. I think we might need to do that for all these. Maybe not the tower. But the doorway at least has to be big enough to look like a human could go through it. And not hit their fucking head on it. See, that looks pretty good. That might be too big for this one. Alternatively, this one might not be too much. That's pretty good. I'm going to send 10-foot goose. I mean, it very well might be huge. I'm slightly worried. Well, let's first of all just let's see. If the goose is like 20 feet tall, then yeah, it's kind of a problem. Oh, the camera angle's already good. Fan-fucking-tastic. One thing I don't know how to do is block. I mean, I'm going to have to learn a lot of scripting in I&I. Well, maybe not I&I so much. This is going to be mainly scripts, I would imagine. But say I want to block an area off, right? Like say I want... I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to make an object disappear until you do a thing and then it goes away. But I don't know how to make an area impassable and then make it passable.
I am
After.
there.
That's not too bad.
Strange tracks.
They don't... It doesn't look like the
What do we
animals
have
blew up
here?
in size.
I'm going to have a look
You
around.
can't actually go into it because it's a solid
Indeed.
building. But that's fine.
We do not stop till night.
I like it.
That is our road.
It's still chicken size. The door's actually more...
We shall hold here.
I might go a little bit bigger on the farm just
Worth
because
it.
the door is... It's pretty close.
It's a long way.
For what exactly would that impassability be? Also high fan?
I'm going to have a look around.
Well, anywhere. Because I can walk through most objects is my problem. So, I'll just give you an example. I'll try to get out of this. So, if the plan is to make this closed, right? We're gonna want this to be impassable. I know how to make an object appear here, but they'll just be able to walk through it. Most likely. So I need to be able to make it, you know, not. That's something I need to do here as well. Like initially I had the Ent. He was going to move a down tree, right? But the area has to be impassable because the tree is not actually going to block you. Sorry, this camera angle is hard to fucking work with. So I need to make an area impassable for units until something has been done, and then, like this area would be passable, and then I'll make the tree disappear as well, to make it look like, you know. And I can do the same with gates, because I don't know how to actually open and close gates, and also none of the gates we're using are actually gates. We'll just make them disappear and reappear as a different gate, and open and close one, I think, is the option. If there's an impassability script. I'm sure there is. There must be. Maybe the farmer is fine. Sizable. Size. Because he fits in that doorway. Yeah, we'll just leave it that size. Okay. So with farm stuff, use it for collapsing ice towers once. Perfect. We want type. Dirt. Dirtshire is exactly what we need. There's lots and lots of farms. We have that. Let's get them all on the field here. See which one fits for farmland. See, there's 100% farm one. There's a farm one-ish. There's one. I wanted to use these textures as well. I didn't have a farm area, so I didn't use them. That'll be the dirt that we use as well. Oh yeah. What's the plan? The plan is for you not to tell me what to do. Yeah? Oh, and Gloria, you're in band. Congratulations. Has it been 24 hours? Damn. Okay. Hang on. Oh, by the way, people watching get more DBucks now for just watching. I increased the limit so you get like 120 an hour or something. Used to be like 60. Since people are burning through their DBucks so quickly. But the commands, of course, are not enabled for... So enough. Maybe if you didn't spam them. It would be. What do you want from me? You already get more than you deserve. I don't want that. Did you get a nice ban yourself in Thread channel? I didn't get a ban in Thread channel, did I? Unless he banned me after I left. Which doesn't count. Okay, let's see. I need to do it in this, or this. This is more vibrant. So I'm not going to surround this area in cliffs, but I might have to do this side in cliffs because of the castle. Or I could just make it outside of the castle. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to do this part. Just in the moat. Yeah. Are the castle facing the wrong way? They're not. This originally was the only part of the castle you were going to see. I wasn't really worried about the backside of the castle. But I can, of course, you know, I'm going to have to fucking do something. Yes, but from my camera angle, you can't see this bit, Volsunga Gaming. So it doesn't matter what the top looks like. But I will have to do the outside. Which wouldn't be too hard. You know, just could do a half-ass fucking job of it. Something like that. I could extend the moat, but the problem is the cliff. Like, I don't know how... Turn the moat into a river that flows through the farmland. Doesn't really make a lot of sense having a moat be a river. It ends here. If a river flowed into a moat, the moat would just overflow. It's madness. I don't know. I don't think I want to fuck with the moat, if I'm quite honest. Also, this is up higher than this, which I can, of course, fix. I probably should fix. I don't want it to be higher than this. Let's just do that first. It should be on a similar plane. We could make it multi-tiered if we want, like have a bit lower, a bit higher. It's gonna be a big open area, so we can have a bit of diversity if you want. But for now, we'll start flat. Yeah, never fuck the moat. Okay. Well, we can use what the fuck is the castle part I built? We can use this fucking peasant finally. With the torche. He doesn't really look like a farmer, but you know, I don't think there's any peasants that look like farmers, so I'm more than happy to use them. Let's... Do these people... They stay in game, right? And by... Why does that Gondor woman look so much better than that Gondor man? Look at his texture and look at her texture. What the fuck? They really didn't care about this guy, did they? Do you know the town Law of the Ring from Dragon Age Origins? No. I haven't played Dragon Age Origins in a very long time. Anyway, we got this elf guy. Although we used him in the camp, I don't really want to reuse his model. No, actually, we used a different one, didn't we? Still, he doesn't really fit. He's gonna look out of place with all these shitty-looking peasants. I don't know if we want to use the kid in wife one. Maybe. Alright, let's have a look. I like the windmill position. Okay, hang on. Let me just save this as a thing. I can just open it on stream without going on Discord. So many things are open. This is what Solus is talking about. That's a nice windmill. On a hill? We could do it on a hill? I don't... Will that work for this? It has to be a very large hill because it has a fence around it. But I do like the idea. We can kind of use this as a idea. Okay. Hi, Commissar. Oh, Sander the Hound, hello. This fenced field of wheat next to it. Yeah. Let me go through Rohan real quick, units, and just see what we have. We might have some sort of peasant-y looking guy we could use as well. There's one. Just kidding. We're gonna want to face this way then. I mean, the Rohan units look good. That's a draft tower peasant. Hmm. I kind of want to use this somewhere. Is that crazy? Make him live with the witch. Be funny. I don't know. Maybe. I'll think of something. Might be too out there. We got Aowen. She's gonna look very high res and compared to the... This is the problem I have. We have the middle ground, the high ground as far as graphics goes, and then the low ground. All coming together as one. Could have been the shaman from a swamp or forest area. Yeah. But I don't feel like I need a witch and a shaman. And I like the idea of a witch more because it stays more to the Diablo Easter egg idea. Like, we got this Rohan peasant with the hammer. We can use him. Unless he comes with a cart. But even if he comes with a cart, it might be okay. God, all the models look so good. I don't know what I would use for a town guard. Usually a town guard would share some similarities with the castle guys, wouldn't it? But if that was the case, I'd use like Gondorians or something. Let's just see what a Rohan peasant with a weapon looks like. See, they look pretty good. Rohan peasant 1, Rohan peasant 2. Apparently there's no model for these. Here's the one with the building materials. Arnor peasants? Skeletal hobbits? I don't know. I don't know if it was skeletal hobbits. Also, hobbits dance. Like, their idle animation is dancing, which I find... Yeah, it'd be a little weird. For some reason, another worker. So now I put him out. I mean, that's a good selection of stuff. It's not gonna be that big of a place. With those Lake Town guards? Maybe. They might be a bit too fancy, though. Let me see the Arnor. Apparently Arnor Worker is a elven builder. New to the ring. There's two guys on top of each other. Kinky. Dog. Farmers have dogs. God, EA models are dog shit. Look at this thing. I mean, it is from back in the day, which is understandable. But Jesus Christ. It was made with a pastel crayon. Oof. Alright. They don't have that one, that unit thread. Edge of the ring, it looks like. Anyway, we're being dwarves, I guess. Dale Guard. Dale Guards are too fancy. So Lake Town ones might. So that's a Lake Town Guard. I think they're far too fancy for this shit. Did I use this anywhere? We could have a dwarven farmer. Ooh. I love the idea of having a mine, but at the same time, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If I'm doing a catacomb map for the next map, I could of course add a mine into it. Wouldn't be too outlandish. I feel like my catacomb map, the one that follows this one, is going to be a lot. It's going to be like Moria. Like a weird Moria. There we go, Lake Town. Yeah, they're still too fancy for my taste. Like, this is kind of more what I would prefer. We'll get up a dwarven farmer. Just one. Dwarven civilian, where was he? A little diversity to this tab. Haunted Mine Quest. Yeah, something like that. But we'll worry about that later, of course. That's fucking ages off. They look cool. Can't beat armor. Armor styles. Jesus. Every time I see the old EA models, I'm just like, ah! Should we use Two-Face Sam? Sam! Don't you know you're Sam? What the fuck? Siamese Sam, they call him. Jesus. That's terrifying. Cornstalk men. Nice. Might as well get some of the plant things out here while we can. I do hope when they update Age of the Ring, like, my map doesn't break. That would be real annoying. I can imagine they're going to replace some objects with others. And that might completely fuck my map. So it might only be compatible with Age of Ring 4.0. Which isn't ideal, but... Okay, there's the R&R Porter. He does look good, but he also has a fucking cart. Is there one with that one? Ah. Yeah. Found him. That's the one thing I was talking about, probably. This guy without a cart would be good, too. Did they T-post like that? It's weird how many times the porter's in there. Alright. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna do this. I want to see what these look like. Ranger gonna look like good for a town guard. I don't know. Remember to look at the building before you open the game. So you can see the bug. What are you talking about? What building? I must have completely forgot what you were talking about. Which isn't surprising. Half the building disappears.
One ring answers to Sauron alone.
Where faileth?
Indeed.
We shall hold here.
I'm going to have a look round.
Indeed.
Oh.
What
As long as
we
it doesn't
have
do that
here?
in game, doesn't matter. It
Into the
seems like.
wild.
Oh, right. Because farms upgrade. That's why.
Indeed.
That... I'd have to make this a level 3 farm for it to look like it looks in the world builder. I forgot about that. Good point.
Go forward.
I could try force leveling a building. I think you can do that.
I'm going to have a look round.
Okay, these are pretty good. Eowyn's fucking tall.
It's a long
This guy looks terrible. I might not use him just because he looks so bad. But he does walk around, which is kind of cool.
I'm going to have a look round.
But this one's so low res compared to the rest. I can't use it.
Into the wild.
We do not stop till nightfall.
I think the guy with the cart needs to go. Can't imagine
do
we'll
we
need
have
that.
here?
Oh, look at the dog. See, this worked for a town guard for me. You know, he's shitty looking enough. I think Eowyn actually gives leadership or something, so we might want to get rid of her.
There are few of us left.
But overall, I'm pretty happy with the selection of peasants we have. Other than this asshole.
Do not stop till nightfall.
Even the guy with the torch is higher res than him.
These are strange tracks.
Yes, I found the Arnor peasant again. I think. She has a role in college. She's had college for her friends. Alright, so this guy's going. Eowyn's going. Yeah, I think we're on a level 3 farm. Let's force set it to level 3. Upgrade level 3. Upgrade switch to rock throwing. What? It's a fucking farm. Also Therm, what the hell? Let's upgrade this to level 3 as well. Let's make sure there's no peasants or shit walking around them. The nice thing about these pre-made farms is I don't have to fucking waste my time making farms. Age of the Ring has done it for me. It's beautiful. Although half the fun is making things, of course. But still, I have so much to do. Farm doesn't have peasants around it. Good. I also just want to see what it looks like in game.
One ring answers to Sauron alone. Indeed.
Where faileth? I'm going to have a look round. Where
So that's what the level 3 thing is
These
going to look like.
strange tracks.
Is it? Is it level 3?
We shall hold here.
That's not a level 3 farm.
The Northern Kingdom was destroyed long ago.
Do I have to tick 2 as well? Maybe it has to go 2 and then 3? I'll just leave it on the screen for a sec. Okay. Try that. I ticked 1, 2, and 3 instead of just 3. Maybe it has to have all of them, or it doesn't level up. I don't know. When this map's done, it's going to take forever to load. There we go.
If Sauron had the ring, we would know it.
I fixed it. Yeah.
What do we have here?
That looks like a proper farm.
We do not stop till nightfall.
Indeed.
We do not stop till nightfall.
I mean, the level 3 windmill is better, but it's also probably bigger. Is it
These
though?
strange tracks.
I think it still uses the same
What do we
bounding
have
blocks.
here?
It wouldn't make sense if it got bigger.
Into the wild.
Okay,
We shall hold
so we use
here.
level 3 versions of all of them.
We must wait for cover of darkness.
Can't wait to see the script testing.
What do we have here?
It's gonna be terrible. The stream where I actually have to start making scripts is gonna be the worst fucking stream I've ever done. I'm dreading it. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna give it to this Cecil. Okay, I think we're ready to start making the farmland. Well, I still need to get land, I guess. Do these level up? Upgrade draft tower, Eored, Fearin, Holt, Westfold? I think we just want to default. Okay. Let's move this shit off the map here. All these textures should have been placed off the map also. Yeah, I heard they canceled one of the Game of Thrones prequels. I don't mind, as long as they're shouldering the Ornbot Targaryens. Which they are. So we're going to have to get rid of this. Which means, guess what? I get to do more cliffing! Oh fucking joy. I can't wait. Because the backs don't have backs. Oh, this is going to be a real pain in my ass. Doesn't quite work. We could do something like this. Just kind of. It's annoying I have to make it this side for the fucking castle as well. Should we have another one of these for here? Or should we just have an open area? What we could do for this part, actually. I think we'll just have an open area for this one. But we're going to make this go into the wall. That way I don't have to do the back. Oops. Shouldn't take too long for this part at least. Hold on. So glad I got to do more of this. Didn't get enough before. This part. Don't need. I think that works. We'll do another one here. We can just start going like this and then go into the cliff. I want as little of this as possible. That doesn't work. Ah. Just take the easy way out. This object is amazing. Maybe this is just the wrong piece for this, forcing me to go that way. Which is more likely. Any cliffs I could steal from? Please. Nothing facing the way I want. Where are we? It's a good thing I went with the biggest map size. Definitely gonna need it. So I guess we'll have Cliff going across here. And that'll be what blocks the castle. Okay. Okay. It's a start. So now we have something. We at least know how it's outlined. We'll eventually do the wall of the castle as we go through the castle, because I don't know the layout of the castle at all yet. Alright. So let's also branch off here, I guess. I'm just gonna wing it. I don't know. I'd hope I'm good at using these clips by now. How many have I used? I hate these cliffs. I love these cliffs. But yeah, I'm quite tired of placing them. You might expect. It's not that bad, really. There's something that's slightly satisfying about making it work. I don't need to do the whole thing for now, though. Okay. I'm just having trouble imagining a farm land. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll just place something and work around it, you know? Also, there's objects I need to get. Civilian natural? I don't know if it'd be a natural, to be honest. Well, I should. Like, if you're looking for a pumpkin or a fucking... what have you. Cows. I mean, we're definitely gonna need some cows, so let's just put them down there. We already got a dog. Fish. Ooh, I do like the idea of a pond, actually. goat? Maybe the actual goat? I still love how this chicken's called goat. Fucking pig. Hello, Rex. And let's go. Where's... It must be in vegetation. Pigs. But we're getting animals, so I guess that's fine. Shep? I am hoping they will stay in, like, an area. Like, if I put them in and then wall them around with, you can't pass through this, that they won't just pass through this. That's the dream. Shrubbery, I guess. So what kind of crops are we looking for? Barley? Oof. I feel like we put a lot of that down, that's gonna make my game go slow. We'll keep it down for now. Get out a few trees here and there once we're done as well. We don't worry about that now. So we have cornstalk, but we already had a cornstalk. I wasn't sure why there was another cornstalk. This is probably the one we need. I think the other one's probably a replacement object or something. Shrubs and bushes and grasses. Oh shit, I just realized, like, I don't think pumpkins are actually called pumpkins. Are they? Maybe. Maybe they are. Ah, farm veg. Pumpkins, watermelons, whatever that is. Smaller pumpkins. There we go. Lots of growing things. Fantastic. The hell's tree heaven? It's a nice tree, but what's that to do with heaven? We'll never know. So that code I got with the thing probably works on this as well. Except you'd have to replace some lines. You know how, if you wanted these to stay, like this is the map INI for that, you put the module name, and then this, I'm not sure what you'd put. Only thing I changed between any of these was the A at the end, and then the number, letter at the end here. But this whole code would have to change for a tree, I'd imagine, whatever the model's name is. But then, in theory, it would make the tree not see-through when you walk near it. I guess? Also, that code has a lot of end. It's like end, 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 end at the end of it, which is a little weird. Do you want the area to have more spread out farmers or a small village? I think more spread out. I don't want another little village. We already have a town. Like, it wouldn't make sense to have a fucking village next to it. We just want a few farmhouses spread out here and there, I think. Like, let me map it out. That's what I was going to do originally, and I forgot. So I think we want to farm. Oh god, it's lagging texture-wise. And I'll bet you it's that barley. Ah. Who would have guessed? So we'll farm there. Probably here. 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 One little central hill. Yeah, we could do that. What if we do like another farm here and then put the windmill like here? So windmill go there. I'm not necessarily going to go to the end of the map. That's the thing, I don't want to create another fucking wall of rocks, just... Oh... I could do a wall of just dark textured wall? Because if I want it to end like right here... then I suppose just making a black textured part like I did here might work. I don't know. Become livestock farmers to cut down on the crops overloading the map. I think it was just the barley in particular. I noticed a lot of the Age of the Ring added like the grasses and some of their plants that have moving particles seem to lag the game. The world builder, at least. Oh, sorry, the game. That's why I'm avoiding this. I think these will be fine. Like, pumpkins don't move. Corn stalks, we'll see. We should at least have a cornfield, though. We'll try it out. I mean, are we gonna use the same house for every fucking farm, though? Isn't there a building that looks very similar to this in the civilian section? Like the top is like that kind of, you know. You know. Oh, wasn't it? Was it? No. There's actually a set of buildings with that kind of like roof. Thatch, that's the word I'm looking for. We could have a Easterling windmill. Ooh. Right. So what am I looking at? Sometimes I wonder, the speed I'm scrolling, is it updating the model on the screen as fast as it is scrolling? These ones. Will any of these work? I mean, if we had a boathouse, definitely. Also, there's a clear difference in texture quality. Not too much, though. I think these are too big for a farmhouse. That's a lighthouse. Oh yeah, this building is a... I really wanted an Umbar version of this building. I was kind of sad they didn't remake that in Umbar. Because that would have made a great, like, town hall, you know? We could do, like, a burned down farmhouse. Scale that down a lot. Still pretty big. There. Grass medium type 28, 256 looking here. Let's see. Oh, you mean the generic ass grass everyone uses on every map ever? Let's see. I don't know if it's the one you're talking about. Grass medium 28? Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of. It's a bit dry. I mean, it might work for a words. That's what I'm saying. Maybe, I don't know. I need to get these off of the actual terrain. Yeah, I was thinking for a wheat field that might be okay. If we do a wheat field. If I do add a wheat field, I'll have to add it at the end. Anything that's gonna make my world builder lag has to be added at the very end. And even then, I'm not sure how it's, if it affects world builder that much, maybe it affects performance as well. Hard to say. Did I do that one already? I did. A lot of these are different angles of farmland. Although, if we're going to use a bit of this, you know, then it won't be too out there to use some sort of dry or... Already put that there. It does a bit of Westfall, yeah. Westfall's very... that color. Okay. So we'll leave the burned one over here. Just in the north somewhere. That's the wrong height. Okay, is this too organized? Oh, the hay bales and shit. I meant to grab those, but I forgot. Yeah, we can do a field with hay bales on it and stuff. I don't remember where they are. They're in natural. They might be in man-made, actually. Weirdly enough. I was thinking about using them when I was making the witches thing. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Crop bundles. Like, these would be perfect in a field with that texture underneath. Crop pile. There we go. Yeah. I mean, the Dale props are actually pretty good. You could probably find use for those. See what else we can find here. Crate stack. Probably usable. I like the water barrel. Which one is that one? Also, these old dwarf barrels look pretty cool. I like the worn look of them. Pig on a spit. Dwarf water barrel. It's a barrel with water in it. But it's good. Cart with haystacks on them. Oh yeah. If I can do that. Should be doable. Oh, a feeding trowel. Definitely does. Haystack. Oh yeah. I've always wanted to make a farm kind of thing. I've just never had a situation where it would make sense. Alright, we can get food. You can have one of them be like a leaf farmer. Chain tree. No. Dale haystack. Ooh. Okay. Dale lamp. Don't know if I'm using this. I mean, I don't think it's actually light, but they do look cool. Like, these would be actually really good, like, we just, like, plop this on the side of a farm or whatever. I mean, I'll leave it there for now. Getting just gone off map flashbacks. Oh, you mean that map you never finished? Yeah. Me too. Maybe you should finish it. So we can all enjoy it. You are so close. Alternatively, we could of course just use the one that actually has light. I like how that looks, but it doesn't have an actual light. I wonder if I could tone down the size of this. Or will it just bug out? Okay, that's what I thought. Fuck. I think we'll have to put it into the building a lot. I mean, it's not the worst. That would be a bit close to a building if it was on fire. It's a fire here, it wouldn't happen. We can use potentially some of these town lamps. That one too. That's the one we were using around the roads. I'll keep using that one. I like the idea of we can make a wall of vines and then you have to like break through them. You know what I mean? Like there's be some wall bramble blocking something. I don't think you can make them attackable though. But I'm sure you could code something in to make it like just you walk up to it and it disappears. I guess. I don't know. You could say, go get the axe to break these vines, and then go over to it, and the vines disappear, and it plays like a hacking sound from the game. It's doable. Although, go get the axe doesn't really make sense when you're running around with a sword, but you know what I mean. Just for gameplay purposes, I suppose. Alright, let's move all this shit off the map here. We got a lot of objects to use. We need to put them in motion. Maybe we should start with the windmill and then kind of work out from there. You have to win the party. It's true. he literally has an axe. Alright, this is my weak point. Making good-looking hills. I'll be honest. I mean, it's also see me try to make volcanoes and mountains. Fucking terrible at it. Does this area have any boss, or just going to be a classic casual starting area? I kind of like the idea of wolf attacks here. We might move this here. And then you defend the village from wolf attacks. And then they give you the key to the gate here, and then you can continue on to the town. So you can face waves of wolves. Probably easier to do waves of wolves here as well, because it's much more open. This is like... I was kind of wondering how I was going to make waves of wolves come from here. I think we'll have some wolves on the way there, but they won't be waves. And then we'll just give you something to do on the way over. The gatekeeper key has gone lost in that area. Which area? This area? Problem is you walk by this area before you even get to here. You know what I mean? Oh, the farmland. Yeah? Check every hay bale! For a key. That'd be kind of funny. It's like a needle in a haystack. Alright, let's just make a platform and I'll try to make it look natural afterwards. This would be easier if I could see where the hill was. Let's just paint it with this for now. So I can tell the difference. It looks very weird when you just use it as a texture. That's not a farm. Alright, windmill. This hill's gonna be far too big for the windmill, so I'll of course cut it down. We can add a bit of a like a... Obviously it has to be cart accessible. There's a fucking cart up there. Also, before I forget, let's actually get a cart. Cart? I mean, that's a broken cart. We could throw one of those around there somewhere. But we need, like, this cart? This cart I hate. What is it? It doesn't have wheels, for one. Unless they're in the ground. Nope. If you could call college, which one would you choose? I wouldn't. If I could go to college, I would have wanted to, and would have done so. Any college. I was quite happy to be out of school. And I have no regrets in that aspect. I guess we can make our own fucking wheels. I guess that's probably why this object exists. Oops. College, do not miss it. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, a lot of people enjoy their time at college, but it's like... Ugh. I'm quite content not working a job that doesn't require college. You know what I mean? I don't need to waste more. I don't want to go in debt just to learn some shit. I'd rather just work a normal job. I hate learning. That was not the right button. Does that work? That's pretty convincible, you know? Where's the hay? The best one to use. Either we could use this or we could use the hay bale bricks. Oops. I misclicked. Let's do this. I'll put a few of them in here, I think. That doesn't look good. Also, why is undo not do undoing? Eh? The object's not there anymore, but it is showing it. Oops. I hate learning. Sums up his map-making creativity. You could have one too. Prick. Ever tried Dunlin stuff? No. See, you can have some. Enough fun. What was I doing? Dunlin stuff. Was it Age of the Ring Dunlin? Probs. What, like Dunlin ceramics? I don't think that doesn't feel very farmy. It's not fair. Oh, it's not fair you're getting DBucks for doing nothing. Yes. Only for you to use it instantly. That mimics ceramics. I mean, apparently. I don't... Even said Jake's kidding, but still ban me anyway. That's like me saying, I hope your whole family gets hit by a bus. Oh, just kidding. It's still fucked up. Of course, that's a bit of an extreme example. Yeah, let's smooth this out a bit. We could do ramp tool, maybe? Ooh. Wait, you pay for college in the USA and my country's free? Yeah. I mean, you can get a grant, but, you know, most people probably don't get grants, and college is very expensive. Nothing's free in the United States. Freedom is never free. What the fuck? Is that their idea of a ramp? Because I'm not convinced. Why is it so slight? Let's try 19. I would hate hauling a cart up this fucking hill. That'd be hell. What would I do now if that happens? I don't know. Nothing. If someone's whole family gets hit by a bus, it has nothing to do with me. I don't like the idea of such a steep hill. Can I make like a less steep hill? That's better. We'll smooth this out a bit, maybe. Is that bad? I mean, we're gonna have to rotate this for this to work. It's supposed to be more like here. I'll have to fix the hill. I'd rather work around this. That's the harder part to do. We'll try and make it more gradual and cliff-like. Jeez, I didn't realize the feather was so high. Wait, large value tends to flatten the map. Okay. Still too high. That doesn't feel like it's doing what it says it should. Shit. I'd add more hill there. Ooh, hello. Add an extra 0. That's the kind of thing I only want it to happen when I'm maybe doing bank stuff. I think it still needs to be more of a hill and less of a cliff. So let's just. Because it makes it too square. I might need to tone down the mill size just slightly. You know what I wish I would have done? Made this face this way, so you actually see the windmill bit. I could rotate the floor. Because when you walk in, from a distance, you'll see the windmill spinning. It'd be a lot cooler than seeing the back of the windmill. I didn't think of that. So let's just do that. Should be pretty easy. In theory. This is very laggy for some reason, the tool. Copy mode. Just need to turn it 180 degrees, right? Is that right? No. 90? Nope. I thought it would be 180. Oh, it is 180. It's just the back looks similar to the front. That's what I thought. I should have trusted myself. It's like, I know what 180 degree is. Come on. There. That's better. Alright, let's fix the color on this, because I hate it. We do need some sort of, like, dirt or some shit, though, for this. But not like a wet dirt. We need, like, a... maybe that one? Should the whole hill be dirt? Yeah. I think Shire it'll work. It's like they built on top of a dirt mound. It's a bold play. I'm still not happy with the shitty hill I made. But that's the extent of my hill making skill. Never looks good. This bit might be too. It looks terrible. For custom maps, it's, you know, it just has so much more to use. Like, if I was making a skirmish map, I probably wouldn't bother for Age of the Ring. But since I'm making, like, a fancy little RPG map, it makes sense to use Age of the Ring. Because, one, they don't have house colors, which normally I would hate. But in this case, I think is great. And they just have a lot more models and units and everything to use. It's just a lot better for it. And so as more people that, well, there's not many map makers, I guess, making RPG maps. Wearing headphones under headphones is really starting to get to me. It's starting to become painful. The smoothing tool, filter rate is 3 on the hull. Hill. Yeah. I think this is more what we want. It needs to be more of a gradual hill, and less of like a weird kind of pseudo cliff, but not. Still kind of trying to leave the path. I mean, it needs a different texture. I think the whole thing being dirt looks shit. Yeah. Shire stone for the path, perhaps. Let's see. God, my brain is turned off. That's not very good. Hold on. What's this? Dale Farm. What is Dale Farm, precious? I'm not sure what they're farming. I'll just leave that there. Dale Dirt. Anyway. Which stone shire are we thinking? Because we have the weird one. Or we have the other one. It makes more sense to me that the path isn't like a well, maybe it would be, actually. If you're gonna be wheeling shit up it every day, probably would be an actual path. That's weird. Oh no. I was hoping that would last longer. That will bore us very quickly. Put some rocks around it in a little pond. As the water is running down off the hill. I don't like an idea of a pond on the hill, but I do like the idea of a pond. I don't know. I don't know which texture I want, really. Is this one dog shit, or no? Larger cobblestone. God, I wish there was a search function. Cause it's like pseudo alphabetical, and then it's not. Oh, Pelagir has crops as well? Hold on. I'm always interested. Oh yeah, that's good. It is a darker dirt though. So I don't know if I'll use that. It's like a whole different kind of dirt tile set. Oh. Textured crops. Interesting. I don't actually see the pillared of stone, though. Ah. That one does not look good. That looks too stony, perhaps. Same with that. See, that's something I'd imagine like a farm would be. I mean, that doesn't look good. That's a runestone, but... Is this metal music in the background? Can you hear it? I should probably turn it down then. Listening to Slayer. But I don't want the stream to hear it. Fuck it, I'll just turn it off. It's giving me a headache anyway. You could probably hear like a tiny bit of it. Or could before. Fucking hell, I'm very warm. Oh, hang on. Open my window. Just a smidge. Okay. That'll help. How about this? I miss. The problem is I can't decide, do I want like a gray or do I want like a tan type cobblestone? Or do we just use a dirt path and not use any of these? Although a dirt path on a dirt hill seems kind of strange. I don't fucking know. I honestly am not happy with any of them. Try Pillar Gear 1 or 2. Did I not? Pillar Gear. Oh. I think you're right. Okay, that's not bad actually. That doesn't even look like cobblestone. What? That looks like a grass texture. I don't hate this one though, actually. It just needs to be blended and it might look okay. I'll have to fix it up a bit. This is the problem with blending things on hills, like it might just end up looking trash. And if I do this inward, it'll be too skinny. It's so hard. Too big. It's hard to do a path on a hill. And for the hill, some darker almond hen grass. Maybe. Let's have a look. I forgot what I was doing. That's the state of my brain right now. I'm just like, okay, what am I doing again? I feel like a goldfish. Fuck me. Almond hen. Okay. It gets very hard to do anything productive when your brain just shuts down. Almond hen. Ooh. That's ugly. That's better. Well, we just have like a bit around the edge. Like that. maybe? Oops, went a bit further than I anticipated. That's alright. Just clean this up a bit. This hill looks very bad. I don't think anything I do is going to make me like this hill. It just looks... It doesn't look good, does it? The hill itself looks like shit. And that's what I thought would happen. That's why I don't do hills. Everyone's put on the fucking ground. Ugh. Am I the only one that thinks this looks bad? What is the shower? Pretty much only works with the shower grass. It also just might be too dark for this hill. What the hell do I use then? Just out of curiosity, what if I use this? Honestly, that looks better than it did. I don't like it, but it looks better than it did. Weirdly enough. Alright, we need a different dirt then. Because that dirt does not work. No, it's too dead marshes. Fascinating. I don't know, maybe we want a drier dirt? This hill? Not that dry. A Mordor? That's not the worst, actually. It just looks like grass. That's kind of alright. Fuck this little bit here. Okay, we're on the right path at least. Thillian dirt? What's that look like? Interesting, to say the least. I don't hate it, weirdly enough. But I don't like it either. Oh god, there's a billion Thillian dirts. All the Thillian dirts are very dry. But that's kind of what I want, I guess, isn't it? What about that? That's not terrible. That might be the one. It works with the path, it works with the grass. The grass can change, of course, if we decide a different grass will look better. Alright, maybe that'll be the one. Got some small patches of brown in there, add some rocks. Definitely. First things first, I need to take a piss. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to take a little trip to my Discord to ban someone. Call him sorry, little shit. Guess what? Goodbye! Revenge is delicious. Even if I wasn't there for the ban, it's still delicious. Alright, where was I? Ah, yes. We're gonna add some rocks and dirt of some kind. My drink is like right in the way. If you put it put it here. Ah, 200 IQ. Okay. So we need miscellaneous natural. Do we want to use the same rocks that we've been using? It'd be kind of weird if we changed rock types now, right? So maybe we want to keep using this kind. Which, of course, is any of these, really, I think. The ones that don't say rock, cliff. Anywhere. How about rocky conned cliffs? I wish. What the hell's the rocks? Rivendell rocks. This is what we need. Do we want to use this kind, or I'm kind of starting to lean towards a different color of stone. Wouldn't make as much sense. But you know. So what the fuck is the... Let me unban Commissar before I forget. There we go. These rocks. Where am I? It's using almond hen rocks. That's what I was using. So it's, apparently that one doesn't have anything. There's only 3 that actually have a model. Okay. Cool. That's not a lot to work with. It does look very similar to this, so we could use these as well. These are covered in moshy shit. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. Part of me wants to use a different color rock entirely. Let's just have a look. If I can find any. That is. Maybe like the dark gray one. Because these actually have like these kind of rocks. Without these, I can't make that out of these. Am I mad, or do I actually like those rocks like that? Looks like a prehistoric ritual site. Just a bit, isn't it? We're kind of Stonehenge, but not quite. I don't know if this is the color rock we want. Let's see what else we got. Just put a few more down for whatever. Edorus rocks? What do Edorus rocks look like? A bit more stone color? Edorus rocks are almost too gray, in my opinion. I'd rather use this one. If I was going to... Oops. Not road. Need to wait the cliff. I don't remember using these ever. Or seeing these. Fascinating. It'd be a good way to make a pond. Like, I don't know how to shape my pond. Just place this and then make a pond around underneath it. Like, okay. Perfect shaped pond. It's like a stamp. stencil. This is probably actually... I mean, this is fairly close to this. So maybe this is the rock. Although there might not actually be any of the... What the fuck is all this weird shit? There's only one of those. Well, that's great. Iron Hills rock, of course, can be very orange-red. Which I think looks cool, really. But I don't know if we want to use it on our map. I just like the Iron Hills color scheme, really. This looks like a crystal, doesn't it? If it was a bit more vibrant, it could pass off as like a gem. I love the idea of in the catacomb part that I'm gonna make, like making like crystallized gems around. That'd be cool. Like if I could retexture like these to be like crystallized, like the Palantir look, Palantir shard, that'd be amazing. Use Iron Hills and call the place Redcliffe, like Dragon Age. No, not giving this place a name. Also, it doesn't work. It's too red. Too red, Solus. These are far too green. Awful. Ooh, I could make a waterfall somewhere. Obviously not here. I could make another river. Part of me wants to. Maybe I will. We'll have a waterfall going into a river somewhere. Too red, too green, make up your minds. Well, I mean, what can I say? These have snow on them. Obviously not gonna work. Rock gray. I want something that has a lot of variety as well. Like rock gray was what I was looking for, but I think rock gray is the kind we want. I think this is close enough to the cliff texture to pass off as being kind of rock that looks like this area. Not to mention we have a lot more options. Rock gray has a lot of different variations, which is great. Look at all these different ones we got. Oh yeah. And it's not too crazy. Don't want to get crazy. This ain't a Bob Ross stream. When I say like, let's go crazy, I mean like let's make a make a town. Oh my god, what? Did they add more? I don't remember that being a thing. I think they added some rocks. There's no way there's this many rock grays. High pass is also snow rock. I mean, I've already decided, but I'm just curious to see what the rest are. Webs, waterfall. Ooh. I do want a waterfall. I like waterfalls. I think we can throw it in there with a river. Doesn't have to like go through the middle of the town or anything. Can you try the Rohan Cliff specifically too? I could try. I mean, Rohan units. Rohan. What? Where's Rohan Cliff? Texture. Oh, gotcha. Cliff Rohan. Where do you hide, Rohan? Cliff Rohan. Almost there. 2. What is this? Ugh. I mean, it's not a terrible texture. I don't know if I want to make the grass hill into it. Oh. Was that your idea, to make this all that? I think it's too cliff. I kind of like it being like a grass hill instead of a stone. Which is generally how cliffs work, I guess. Because, yeah, like, if I wanted to be a cliff, that wouldn't look terrible. I think this is a good mix. I like the more natural, dirty vibe of it. Okay, let me clear some of this shit up. Fucking rocks everywhere. Okay, well, we have a metric shit ton of rocks to play with, so that's something. All of them? All of them and then some. Don't want that. Alright, let's put all of these up to the map. Actually, probably be easier to see them all if I take them like that. Okay. So let's just dot some rocks around the hill, I guess. I keep getting PMs. Ooh. Spicy. I lost my train of thought. Doesn't take much. These rocks are fucking massive. Maybe not so massive. It's still pretty big. Very lined to terrain. That's better, I suppose. That's gonna be floating. Where's this music from? It is from Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's the Necromancer Town soundtrack from Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It does have a very like vampire-y kind of Sleepy Hollow vibe to it. I agree. Alright, these like a bit more reasonable. I think the other ones are just too big. Too big! Not sure how much we want around the hill, but you know. We'll just dot them around, figure it out later. Try that one. Obviously don't want to block the path or anything. Just immediately goes to block the path. Something like that. Ah, God. Also, I don't know where this path is going. Maybe it goes nowhere. I don't know. But it does need to have a better end than that. I think we need to decide on a grass texture. Like, is this going to be the grass texture? It's not terrible. It works. Well, that actually looked better when I did the inner blend. So maybe that's the ticket. How many times is it going to inner blend? I'm going to do it once. There we go. It's more path-like, at least. And grass is too dark. I do like it. Problem with changing the grass, Solus. I'm not changing the grass in the rest of the map. Like this is the grass texture I've gone with. And if we were to change grass textures here, wouldn't that be very strange? Farm zone should be a bit more cheerful. My map is not cheerful, Solus. It's supposed to be dark time, and the whole map is some sort of hell. There's nothing cheerful about it. I know what you mean, though. But also, I don't think a transition of grass types would look good. Do you agree? Because, I mean, does grass transition into other grass? Ever? I don't know. If it did, would it look fucking weird? Maybe. Only the grass from the farmland fencing areas would be lighter as it's constantly being chewed on and growing again. It's a valid point. One moment. Alright. We'll try it out. Did you have one in mind? I mean, we could use a Shire grass, of course. Those are pretty green, right? Arguably, probably too green. I mean, there's green. The grass Rohan? That's fucking green. Look at that shit. That's too much. There's a slightly shaded version of it. Darker. I think this is too cheerful and too green. I don't want that much of an extreme. Endless. I might have passed it. Some of the grass shires are pretty green. That's very dark. Influence. Where's that? Hopefully at the top, but it's not, of course. Let me just have a look at a few. I'm not gonna bother looking at Mirkwood or anything. Airbore's kind of fun. Not what I want to use, of course. I'm just looking around. Like a light version of what I've used already. Okay, where is Influence? R&R. Influence. Hey, look! It's the texture I use for the grass. Influence. Weird. But of course there's other textures. I mean, it makes sense if we use this one, because it's literally the same kind of grass. But just a lighter variant. That I'm okay with. Should we do that? And we know it'll blend well, because they're both Influence. And we can use a bit of a... Not the sandy ones. Okay, yeah. Shit. What's that one? Oh god. Where was it? There. Nice! Alright, let's coat this bit. Oh shit, the hill. Let's slightly less coat this bitch. I can redo the circles. It's fine. Yeah, it's not too much. It's not too crazy. I'm happy with that. But it does give it a bit more of a brighter farm vibe. Just do this. Right. Just fade the darker stuff as you get close to the farm, so streak the darker stuff in. Yeah, that's an option as well. You can just kind of like have patches of it a bit until we get over there. Like, we just do a test drive. If I do a map-wide blend, I hope it doesn't fuck everything. Kind of like that, so it'll be a little bit patchy until we get there. Sure, why not? And of course we have a road that goes through somewhere. Just an example road. There we go. Part of me does want to go around the road at the end and add some like dirt trim, but I'll do that later if at all. Because texturing is one of my least favorite things to do, so not worry about that. Let's just copy a farmhouse each place we want a farmhouse. I don't know if we want to use the same farmhouse. We could do like level 1, a level 2 one, and a level 3 one. So they're the same farmhouse, but they're not the same farmhouse. You know what I mean? It's genius. So I'll have like one here. That one could be like that. This one could face inwards a bit here. There will have to be cliffs behind it eventually, so... What is this? Oh yeah, it's a lamp thing. Apart from finding stuff for the witch, what's the story gonna be? I don't know. You came up with this fucking idea, not me. I didn't have a story for this, I just started making it. The story is, there's a farmland. No, wait. We already had an idea for this, didn't we? The witch thing is later. This gate will be locked when you come in, so you'll have to go into here. The peasants will ask for help for dealing with wolf attacks. We'll deal with wolf attacks, they'll give you the key to open the gate, and you carry on. Sound good? And then later on the witch will send you back here. And I guess we'll make something appear over here that you have to find. So I'll make you go back and get a mushroom from the forest. I'll just make it, like, put a quest objective thing over it eventually, or whatever. And something here. I feel like everything comes in threes, so you need three things. A mushroom, something from the farm. I haven't decided. Oh, and maybe an Amplis from here? It's called Amplis? No, that's the town. Athelis. Not Amplis. A feather from a raven. That flocks the fields and the farm. That's not terrible. It's a weird combination of shit, but it is a witch. They always throw weird shit into a cauldron, don't they? Yeah, something like that. We'll think of something. Let's get rid of the rest of this. I do kind of like the darker grass actually around this hill at the bottom. Looks pretty good. That went a bit wild. yeah. Just gives it a bit more blend to it. These rocks are definitely floating. It's like hell. Floating rocks is hell. If you line the terrain. There we go. The wedding finger of a farmer named Fred? I mean, why not, right? I'm gonna figure out the story and quests later, I think. I think for now we just wanna focus on making the map. If I think too much on the fucking other shit, I'll never get anything done. Speaking of never getting anything done, I feel like I've gotten nothing done. Gotten? Hey, make English. Alright, we'll leave this farm at level 1. I don't know what a level 2 farm looks like. This will be a level 3, this will be a level 2, I guess. There we go. I'm just trying to decide how big are the fields going to be. The fields need to be sizable, right? So this might not be enough space in between places. And this, I'm not sure where this is going to go. I'll just cram it in there somewhere. Like an old dead farm. Now that we've got an actually decent looking hill, I don't hate this. I need some more rocks though. Put the burnt farm near the entrance. Some corpses showing the upcoming danger. Not a bad idea. I think that's probably the best idea I could hope for. That would be where the most of the danger is coming from anyway. We need more rocks. Let's get some smaller ones in there. That's the same fucking one I just used right next to it. Smaller yet. I think for this case we have to align a terrain all of them. This will all just be weird. They still might be weird like that. That's not what I want. Fuck. It's gonna be impossible. It really doesn't have werewolves. No. Not yet. I don't know if they ever will, but you know. They do have Shades of the Wolf. But of course he's super OP. I'm not gonna use Shade of the Wolf. Put the boss wolf eating the key. I mean, we do have a boss wolf already. This thing here. I can just move this. We could use this bad boy as the boss wolf. Yeah, I was already using it as the boss wolf. And I can also make him quite large. But we're of course gonna have to edit his stats somehow. Like everything. But a big wolf. We'll just use a big old wolf. I don't know if we want the wolf to eat the key, though. It's a little weird. Although if he ate the farmer who had the key, I guess that makes sense. Oh, hey, Andy. Hello. Alright, let's add just a bit more rock, and then I'm gonna go in game and see what this looks like, yeah? Right here. I'll have to adjust the rocks as they're floating later. I think for now we just want to get them in place, you know? Let's get a small cluster. Just put it there. Maybe he has the guy trapped in a corner, up on a rock. You kill the wolf, the guy uses the key. That could work too. Either way, really, is fine. Where did I put Aragorn? What was the last thing we looked at? Is it the witch? No, I moved it from there, didn't I? Oh, Jesus. Look at farms. Oh yeah. You are correct. Here we are. Okie doke. Let's go into the right camera angle. Go into nighttime. Since that's all that matters. I do need to make an anti... Let me do that before we go in. We have an echo chamber basically over the farmland, which isn't supposed to be there because of the this thing. So how did this is the everything inside of this line does not have the cave echo. So basically we just need to do this. It's a pretty easy fix, actually. There. Piece of piss. I don't know why I save and then have to do this and then save again. I'm a saving fiend. What can I say? Okay. Let's have a look at that hill. And we'll see the difference between level 1s and 2s and 3 farms as well while we're at it. Because I haven't actually seen a level 2 farm yet. I mean, I've seen one before, but I don't remember what they look like. I don't know the difference. We could have the wolf eat the farmer and the farmer eat the key to keep it secret and safe. Well, I don't think I'm going to go that crazy. Ain't no farmer going to eat the fucking key.
The Northern Kingdom was destroyed long ago. I'm going to have a look round. We must wait for cover of darkness.
Alright, so there's level 1
These
farm.
strange tracks.
Good.
We must wait for cover of darkness.
Let's go check out our entrance real quick.
We must wait for cover of darkness.
Like the grass with this darker
That is our
blended in.
road.
Looks fine.
What do we have here?
Let me just make sure the entrance is dog shit as well. So this will be closed.
To the wild.
As far as I can tell, it looks fine. I mean, I'm really not a fan of just this black border at the edge. It makes me want to add cliffs, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not gonna. I think I'll just add a fog wall. I was gonna add that around the whole wall anyway.
We do not stop till nightfall.
Because there is going to be fog all, basically everywhere.
Indeed.
The whole map is going to be covered in a fog.
We must wait for cover of darkness. I'm going to have a look round.
Kind of helps the night feeling. Yeah, it's true, I guess.
We do not stop till nightfall.
You're not going to be able to get up here. These rocks are... yeah.
That is our road.
Never mind the fact they're floating. It's just the fact they
We
exist.
shall hold here. What do we have here?
Fuck, can't you go over there?
These are strange tracks.
So this is level 2 or 3?
Go for.
That's level 2. Level 3 has a tower on
To
it.
the wild.
I mean, you can't really see the thing.
That is our road.
We must wait for
But
cover
I
of
knew that
darkness.
would be the case, because the camera angle doesn't
shall hold
allow
here.
for seeing very high.
These are strange tracks.
But when you come in, you should be able to see that, hopefully.
Indeed.
I wasn't actually paying attention.
Go for.
Wish I had Palantir buff. Speed his ass up a bit. Almost there.
That is our road.
The windmill doesn't move
We do not stop
until
till
you can
nightfall.
see it, I think. But by the time you can see it, you're too close.
We shall hold
Ah! Oh well, it's fine. A little smasher. I mean, you'll be able to see it when you come in.
here. That is
That's
our
all that
road.
matters. You'll definitely get to see there's a windmill. It looks alright.
Indeed.
Aside from the floating rocks, of course. But that was to be expected. I'm about to go over those with a fine-tooth comb. Finish the web on graves. I'm not touching the graveyard today. Fuck that shit. I mean, finish the graves. If I have Windows 10, do I need daemon tools for that link? I would recommend WinCD Emu. Not daemon tools. Yes, sir, and I did. It looks fancy. And I like it. I think WinCD Emu is a much safer and easier program to use than daemon tools. I don't trust daemon tools personally. I think it's a sketchy fucking program. Do I need to have one of those? Well, I couldn't tell you. I don't have Windows 10, so someone with Windows 10 will have to answer that. It's a vast plain, spread out farms. I feel like a gimmick of this area has to be about gathering little bits of info from every farmer you saved. Yeah? Bits of info about what? Exactly. One of the farmer has a key. How to open the gate. Yeah. This all sounds very complicated for something I didn't even want to do in the first place. What if a farmer's here? What if you just skip all the farmers and go to the one that you need to kill? Not to kill, but save. Then what? What if you don't talk to any of them? Who starts the wolf fight? I have so many questions and no answers. I was thinking originally of just having everybody gathered up, like, in the middle. Like, huddled for safety behind some barricades or something. And they'll ask you for help. But then that kind of defeats the purpose of having this big old area, doesn't it? I don't know. Or maybe you can just have a hint for the role player type. Just advance or ask the farmers for what may lie ahead. Yeah. I feel like the quest scripts are going to get so complex that I'm not going to be able to keep track of them anymore. I don't even know how to basic script. And here I'm trying to make the complex ass quests. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any of this. We're going to send it off to Ranger. I don't think he knows that script. But he can blend my squares and make it look better. I don't know. These scripts are complex. No, but when there's like literally like just 30 scripts for one area, I feel like that's going to get overwhelming. Like I'm gonna open the scripts list and it's just gonna be like, ugh. Yeah, I know. It's not that bad. This land is too big. It's straight up bigger than I need it to be. So, I think we're going to do this. Like, what would I use here? 180 height. Let's cut off some of this fucking terrain, because having it this big is just kind of making me go, what do I do? So say we had like, say that's the extent of our area. I don't know why I had such a fucking weird tool going. That's really what 20 width is? Jesus. Something like that. And then we just paint it with the parking lot texture. It might have to be higher, we'll see. But then it'll have the illusion of being the edge of the map. In theory. To be refined a bit. Because it does have to be like perfect for it to look like the edge of the map. Did you get the idea? When you look at it straight ahead, you'll just see a black wall of nothingness. And that's kind of what I want. Because I think this is more than enough space to do what I want to do. I think any more than that is just kind of overkill. I could use the whole space, but I think it's just too much walking at that point, you know what I mean? We just want a little farming community, and that's it. Now let's actually make this proper, because, like I said, this is gonna be annoying. It is kind of annoying. I can't make a square with this thing. It's stuck in circle mode forever. You know. Also, the texture actually won't. I can't tell if I'm doing it right or not because the texture. It's too dark. Okay. I guess a grid would help with this, right? Oh, right. There's more to it than that. It's 100, and then 120. Sure. Okay, I need. Do this. I need to be able to see this line here. We'll use this line as the edge. God damn it. I can lock angle as well, actually. That'll be very useful. Fuck's sake. So often I try to click on something and it just deselects it. I'm just like, eh. Fuck you. So when it says 1, brush 1, I think. Lock angle. In theory, I should be able to just do this. Shit. And now it's not in the same spot. Just go to the edge of the map for consistency. How did that happen? For fuck's sake! Sorry. It's just no reason for it to go down. It's frustrating. Okay. I fucked this part up as well. Does it have to be full? Also, why is this so much higher than this? Why is this only 159? It's set to 180. Slightly annoying. By slightly, I mean very. I think it'd be easy to draw a straight line, but no. Is that good? There. I made a solid wall, except for that little weird bit. I mean, that's close enough. Okay. Now let's paint it again. Should be able to just do it like this. If we do it like that, it's too much. That's too much. When we blend it, we want it to go down like that. My brush is too big. There. That about covers it. And we blend it, and boom, we have an edge of the map. Now, let's turn this fucking grid off because I hate it. There we go. Let's go get some fog wall from like here. And we'll see how we can do this. Oh, it's backwards. It's weird you can only see the fog wall from one side. But this will help with the just the illusion of the edge, you know? Blocking the storm. Zero's fine. But we have to piece it together. We may not make it look like shit. Problem is, it doesn't piece together well. Like, when it overlaps, it is noticeable. When it doesn't, it's noticeable. I think it's still better to overlap it a little bit. Better than nothing. To beef me 2 menu buttons on that wall for the lulz. Where do you find those? I don't actually know. never placed such a thing. I'll do it. I'm crazy. Oh, it's gonna be off the map. Has to be at least there, which means I have to adjust all the rest. Actually, if they're overlapping that much, they look shit. It's probably like system, isn't it, or something? Civilian system? Okay. I'll have a look in a minute. As soon as I finish this bullshit. This one can go into the floor, of course. Doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't go down far enough. There we go. Let me just see if it'll look the same as this. Basically, we want... I'm going to outline the whole map in this fog wall. It's just something I like doing for spooky maps. And also just kind of helps give an edge to the map. But you gotta be careful with it because it does actually... Well, it doesn't matter in this case because it goes into a wall. But if it goes off the map, you can see it off the map, which is a bit strange. So that'll create like a corner almost. I think we want as close as we can to this. Okay, let's find a beef me too menu button just for funniness. System. Alright, there's like 5 billion fucking building generic bits. Hang on. Let's zoom in, I can't tell what I'm looking at. I'm sure we'll notice when we see it. Oh god, it's going through sky domes. Huh. That's weird. Just out of curiosity, let's put that in there. That looks like the thing they use for the Valar thing. You know what I'm talking about, Solus? That mission where War of the Valar or whatever, when you start and you pick like a Valar, and it does like that cutscene. I might be able to use that if it doesn't spawn with this weird thing. The hell are these things? It's like every fucking thing ever in here. You know what they're called, so I don't have to go through everything? Are they called menu buttons? No. I might have already passed it. I don't even know what they're called. Stuff in the RJ mod. Almost there? Okay. Shell button? Aha! Oh, that'd be amazing if you could put this in the beginning and be like, solo play, and you go through a path, or co-op play and you go through a different path. It'd be really weird. Amazing. Let's see what all the options we have are. Oh, literal options. Why, it's multiplayer, of course. There's like a secret one that says go fuck yourself. That would make me very happy. Battle School! Is that a button in Beef Me Too? I remember on the PC version. I remember having a Battle School on the Xbox. I don't know. Probably is. Exit. Nice. Used to be for the tutorial. Right. Alrighty. Let's check this shit out. Like, if it just spawns a circle of colored lights, I might be able to use that for, like, the boss battle or something cool, maybe. I'm thinking. Or maybe make it when the witch makes your thing, or enchants your shit, like, these pop up? I don't know. Just floating around some ideas. Anyway. I mean, it'll probably spawn with the thing on top as well, so it won't be usable anyway. I'm just gonna have these big menu buttons in the fog. It's gonna be very strange, but very cool. Super cool. What the fuck?
I know what hunts you.
That is our road.
Interesting.
These are strange tracks.
Go forth.
They apparently have like a particle effect tied to them for some reason, and I don't see the buttons. I think you need I code for the buttons to show up,
Wings wait for
perhaps.
cover of darkness.
Or I'm not
I'm
close
going to have a
enough.
look round.
We
Ah,
shall hold
close
here.
enough. Yeah, they do
That
look
is
good.
our road.
We must wait for
I
cover
wish
of
these were
darkness.
just separate objects, you know what I mean?
I am Isildur.
What is this?
We shall hold here.
Oh, that was just me doing a bad job of...
Indeed.
This is a bit strange. Did
What
I
do
add...
we have here?
Is that coming from the water one?
That is our road.
Into the wild.
Anyway, this is what the edge of the map's gonna look like. And this is the problem I have.
That is our road.
I don't want the fog to go off the map, because you can see off the map. So it all needs to be scooted
What do we have here?
as far into it as it can.
It's a long way.
But it works as the edge of a
We
map.
must wait for cover of darkness.
Except for when you get this angle. That doesn't-
These are strange tracks. We must wait for cover of darkness.
But overall, if I fix that bit, it'll be fine.
That is our road.
I could also bring him down a bit so it's not so big. I do want fog, but I think it's too tall, perhaps, for this part. I think we want, like, maybe about as tall as Aragorn. These fog walls are massive.
I'm going to have a look round. We must wait for cover of darkness.
Also, in-game, it blends alright, I guess. Doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. But you can definitely see the line.
These are strange tracks.
These are strange everything. I just thought of something. Alright. Let's get rid of all these, except for this one. Let's put this one in the, over here. Can we shrink these? Is that a thing I can do? I bet not. Oh my god, you can actually scale them. Incredible. No, you wouldn't be able to see it in game. Hang on. What if we go real small with it? I mean, that's a bit too small. Nice. Try new Modern Warfare? No. I don't give two shits about Call of Duty. I will never buy another Call of Duty game as long as I live. Pretty much guarantee that. Even if it's cool, I don't like FPS games anymore. Where's the thing? Oops. Piss. Okay, so this has to come in a lot. Fuck this angle of camera! You reset it back, it goes like miles away. So, ideally it has to be like that. Is Hitman and Rise of the Witch King in life? I play a shit ton of games that none of you would ever see. I do have like 600 games on my Steam list. It is more than that, I assure you. But it wouldn't be a bad list. That's pretty perfect, actually. There we go. I'll just get rid of this one. Now let's scale them down. Let me be half. Oh shit, I forgot. Not scale them down, oops. Move them down. It's my top 5 of like games of all time. I don't want to go over that shit. I'm not making a list. And most of it's just Elder Scrolls games anyway. See, that's better. Then I get Payday. Payday. Christ, I haven't played Payday in years. Nor would I ever. Let me see what this looks like. The coolest game ever. It's okay. I mean, it's a cool game. Still FPS. If you're into FPS, sure, I guess. It's a cool idea. I'm surprised it's still releasing fucking DLC, to be honest. I saw they did on Steam not that long ago. I was like, Jesus.
The One Ring answers to Sauron alone.
Yeah, that's a bit less excessive, isn't it?
It's a long way.
Might even bring it down a little bit more.
We do not stop till nightfall.
Indeed.
What sounds like he responds to himself. We don't stop till nightfall. Indeed.
Go for. That is our road.
I'm going to have a look round.
What do we have here?
Okay. So just bring it down a smidge. Knock all the fog good, I guess. I wish I could zoom out further. Jesus. It's just... Does it really think I want to go that far away? Come on. And it deselected the items I had selected. Thank you, game. So kind. Let's go minus 50. I think minus 50 would be fine. I want it to be kind of a little more... not as noticeable, I guess, on this part. So you still see a lot of the darkness to get that dark vibe. Okay, now what? I might be nearing the end of my stream, I think. Ugh, fuck. The creative juices have dried. we could do. I don't think it matters which way the crops face. Do a field. Not that big. Just go like this. Instant fields. Maybe that goes like that. Do one that's less. Green. Those are bad looking fields. Excellent. I think I'm done. I'm saving here. That's it for today, everyone. I've hit the CBA wall. So thanks for watching, I guess. And I'll catch you next time.